Welcome everyone. Welcome to my greatest channel of uh Darkness Dragon. No wait, no. Sorry. I do apologize. It's been a while. Correct terms. Let's see. Welcome to my channel, Darkness Dragon Lord, and I do apologize on how long it took me to get started streaming today. A lot of things have happened lately, so I could give you the estimate before we get started playing. I'm gonna give you a little update what's going on right now. Right now we are looking at moving right now. Strong possibility within. We got a real estate coming over tomorrow from Muskogee right now. She is going to be with us as far as discussion on if there's a spot in Weber Falls. She basically got run down with everything what's going on right now. So she's coming over to look at the property, and then we could buy within within a month or two, be looking at moving. So I will keep everyone posted if we do move. I'll keep people posted on that information. As far as streaming that sucker, sorry, but I don't have the camera to do so. Getting me a camera. Eventually, I want to expand my streaming no matter what I do. Whether I'm camping out cooking, or going to a lake and go fishing. I want to expand my streaming for YouTube. Right now, I do not have the camera to do so, because those cameras cost about $300, $400, and right now I have so much other things going on between my bills and everything else, so I'm sorry. I won't be able to it till a certain time. But I will give everyone plus on that. Another update is with my stepdad is his cancer went down. It's decreased a little bit in size, but as far as it being there, it's still there as far as it goes with cancer. As far as anything else with him, it's still there. I am looking at becoming a home health care caregiver person. So I've already got with DRS right now. They're helping me. I got to wait on a phone call with them. So yeah, I'll be coming as a care provider to hopefully take care of them, and probably use that as a given work-based job. So, anyways. As far as that goes, that's all I can say for now, because I can't give a whole lot of details out, because I'm on my mother's perspective, and I don't want to be going out too much. I have been going under a lot of stress lately, but I got people helping me out, calm down, relax on that, so don't worry. Anyway, back to other things. We are running today on Diablo 4. I will be doing seasonal today. Actually running, a wizard character. Wizards are between my main thing. I know you right now are seeing that I've got like a necromancer. I had a buddy of mine that wanted me to help him with seasonal. I just ran with something random. That's actually from here down. These are my non-seasonal characters. There's my wizard right now. He needs a lot of work. So, as far as information goes, yeah, I guarantee you. He needs a lot. She needs a lot. I basically make them as females. Some of them are males. Some of them are not. Depends. Basically, like my spiritborn, that's a female. I have nothing issues of running between male or female. It doesn't really bother me. They all both do the same thing except parents, so it doesn't really bother me. Anyways, right now my seasonal for this my wizard will be under construction right now, because I'm going to be working on that on the seasonal version. Try to make a build. I'm looking at a specific build for my character with it. So, barbarians, I'm okay with, yes and no. they're not my two go favorite characters. I'm usually a druid. Now, my druid here, thanks to a certain someone who decided to help me get my druid of a build, of an ultimate great build. Although he wanted to change it, whatnot, swap it around, bounce it around, but I told him to leave my druid alone. So, there's that. And then, yes, that's my female barbarian. But, so without further ado, let's get started. However, yes, they do have a paladin. So if you guys are new to this channel and you don't know what Diablo 4 is about, they're really cool games and whatnot. PvP. They got PvP in here. Do I recommend it to people? I do not, unless that's your thing and you love PvP like all across the world. That's fine, then that's your thing, and then that's meant for you. But me, I'm not. I'm more a PvE kind of guy. Anyway, I'm not much real decent with paladins. The paladins came from Diablo 2 version. They did increase the Diablo 3 as far as that went, but they were more as called Crusaders. So they basically transformed into Crusaders. And then now they brought the original Paladins from Diablo 2 into this game. Ever since the new season came out, they wanted to do Paladins. I do not have the DLC add-on of the Lord of Hatred for me to run this. I need the DLC, and it's about like $60. And right now, like I said, I got way too more things. So sadly, I won't be able to do Paladins. Sorry, Paladins are not my two go characters. No offense to anybody who loves the Paladins, who love them. I'm not a Paladin kind of guy. I'm a wizard or a druid or a necromancer kind of guy. On here it's barbarians as well, but I'm a little iffy on them too. You've got your paladins, spiritborns, your barbarians, sorceress, which is what I call wizards, necromancer, druids. Yes, and that's what they look like. You go either or. And your rogues. And no, I'm not interested in rogues that much, so don't ask. That, now I can choose either male or female. Do female, have a specific way I want to look at. Let's see. We could do some random one because I'm actually going to customize this completely because... Let's see, what color do I want to run? That looks good. For the wizard. Eyes, let's do that. Eye the dark blues. Actually, yeah, let's do that. There's the hairstyle. Okay, there you go. I always like ponytails, that's because I have my hair, I actually grew my hair back to a ponytail, so there you go. That's a good ponytail. I always had that type of hairstyle, no matter what character I run. Just don't judge. Okay, let's see what we got. Facials. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I want to, let's see. Yes, the red fire style. Okay. Ban the smoke. I could do that, make it look like a demon. If I was doing that, make it really cool. That actually looks real cool. I like that. Let's see. Will she have some appearance? Yes. Let's see. That actually looks cool right there. Ah, the dragon. 12 elements. Okay, holy mosaic. I do apologize if there's something that comes out and you don't understand it. At least correct me here. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, at least correct me. So I do apologize. So I take those as considerations. So I appreciate that. Rest runes. Demon Call, Extra Glory, Ashen Bones, Honor Bounds. Interesting. That looks cool. Winds of Fate, Bloody Vengeance, Lords of Arrows, Dark Sculpture, Lord of Polden. Poldron, I think is what's pronounced. I'm going to each one to see which one suits. I like the first one, sorry. I like the Dragon Tapestry. That just freaking looks freaking epic. Fresh blood? No. I want to make it look really epic and decent in here. Ooh. Okay, let's go with this one. Finalize. Seasonal right there. Start with companion. Okay, so basically before they had where you only do with the Vessel of Hatred, but I am going to skip campaign. Apparently, for some reason, it doesn't want you to skip it. It's weird. Before, you used to be able to skip it like crazy, but I guess you're getting everyone. I guess what's going on is they're really getting very irritated on people skipping campaign. As far as that goes. I am not doing hardcore because you only get one time. You die, you're done. So, it's not worth it. To those who like to do it, congratulate everyone who wants to do it, that's fine. Just let you know you're at stake if you do that. So, now let's see here what we got today. Let's do a... Normally I run all my characters named demigods. For this one, I'm going to name her... Demon... Ooh! Here's one I got. Dark Demon. I could do Dark Death if I wanted to, but I'm not doing that. Yes! Not taken. Cool. Let's get started. So here's all your difficulty modes. I'm gonna run it on the normal.
Alright. It shouldn't get too cold in here tonight because it's got the furnace tore apart.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do not have heat.
Be in mind that was my mom, so ignore that. Don't ask why.
Follow my voice to the seat of the heavens.
got some good colors.
You, wanderer, I know what you are.
Oh, shall you say whatever, sir? Tyrant. Okay, so basically I want to do swap courses. Let's see here. There it is. I know exactly where I need to go. Actually, they should be under... No, I'll just check this one place. Usually they got a few places in this. It's been a long time since I've done Diablo 4, since Season 8. Ooh, okay, so yes, here's your pets. Anything right here, you have to have you have to have the season pass. Some of these you gotta do in front of purchasing shops. Like some of these, like this one, I had to have the DLC to have that. Right now, I'll just get that one. There you go. Those two are locked. I cannot possess them. Ooh, yes. About that one. For the time being, these are all the stuff that I obtained. Right here, I don't have yet. So... Okay. Now, and yes, these are your wings that you can add on. They do it between pets and wings and whatnot. Some of those you gotta own and do certain things to obtain them. Me, I get that or those, which I prefer that. Sorry. Like on the games on here, it's more different than they do on Diablo 3, where getting your wings and whatnot. So I'm not really interested in gathering wings on here, anyways. As far as that goes. No offense, sorry. Let's see. Make my character look that way. Or Doom armor. Oh, that looks cool. Don't even ask. One I really like is Death armor, because I've actually wore that a while. It's been a long time. I'm just looking at stuff for now. You know what? That actually looks way more epic. Let's go with that, shall we? That just looks freaking epic. I like that. And yes, they do colors on them too as well. Let's see. No, there we go. Let's see. Eesh, no. Definitely not. Oof. That one's not too bad. That one's not too bad. I want to check on the others. Ooh. Not bad at all on this one. Sunset? Maybe. Now that one. Oh, definitely, yes. Now I'd like to check on red. Pure red in this run. Which is what it originally said. I think it was set to original or something, I'm not sure. Then you got the blue version. Ooh. You know what? Since we're doing a frozen orbit build on this character, let's go with that. Now I gotta confirm look. Boom. Save. Stable. Now I gotta choose this. Yes, I got so many kitties and horsies. So you only want to do the. Don't you want to ask? Oh, that's a raptor, I think. Oh, there we go. That's where I should go for. My kitty. Ooh. Heck, I'm going with that one. Now the mounts. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Ooh. That's technically the original for the Best of Hatred. I had to do season pass to get that stuff, so they're a pain in the rear to do it. They're not too hard, but it's more of annoying to do it sometimes. Let's run. Let's run with that one. I remember I can always come in here and change it, so if you don't like something, just let me know, and I will change it. But I kind of like how I have these things. Heck yes, let's do that one. What that one was. No thanks. Actually, I like that one. Shoot, this one is. Yeah, no thank you. Now that's cool. Well, let's go ahead and run with that one. There you go. Much better. Now. There we go. First spot, immediate we're going that way, so the last. Oh, you want to fight? Nice. Just before you guys know, let's see. I got it wrong with the frozen orbit deal. don't remember the build for the back of my head. I will look at it eventually and get set up or whatnot for the skills because it will take time. Because after all, it's a frozen orbit build. There's a certain way you gotta run it if you're doing builds. If you're just gonna run in to slap on armor and stuff, you gotta be specific on what armor you run with. Because it determines on your armor, your skills, your paragon of your build, your boards and what you got for your paragon, your glyphs for them, and also, excuse me, it comes down to just knowing what you need. It's easy step by step. Is building the first thing we gotta do is level up. We gotta get to max, and then we'll be able to start working on our skills. A little bit, we will add some skills in there. There's a certain place I go to find it. If you also want to know like your favorite character and whatnot, you can follow me on this one, or if you want to, you can look under Mapletics. Just put in on your Google deal. Go to Google and go do Diablo 4, Wizard, Barb, Necro build, best build, and make sure you put it on the current season, because there's a lot that's changed up since this game came out, if no one knows about it. Also, you do have your mercenaries. That helps you with your deal when you run it solo. When you got friends, well, only one stays with you. This one, I still got a lot to learn. There are 4 in total. Each one, you got your hay drill, so basically each divine gift I have to go and defeat bosses, and these are like, see, there's Asmodon right there. I had to beat him. I gotta do Belial, and Dario's right there. She's not too bad to beat, but she is annoying. I will say she is quite annoying. It looks like they gave me a startup for the time being. For the first time. Let's see here. Okay, so we got the Essence of Hellfire, Divine Gift. Essence of Sin, Divine Gift. And right now I can only put one there. Let's see. Survival World Boss. Hang on. So, if you don't understand these, trust me, bear with me, because also, this season does have a certain time when it ends. I will do the best I can to get my build up. The only thing I will say this, the reasons why I'm making a seasonal character is that, one, I can transfer anything to my new character on here. As far as that goes, and situations and whatnot. Hang on. Okay, there you go. It'll be going as it goes. Certain things will not be transferred to Eternal. For example, this stuff right here, when it goes to seasonal, it will not be effective once it goes to seasonal. This disappears, And there's two things that disappears on season. That and whatever the seasonal, because each seasonal, like the last season, season 10, that was about powers as far as that. So say for example, okay, I need to somehow quit doing that. Like, I'm just here not even doing it anymore and just doing that. There's a setting on my button I gotta get to change. My brother actually did that. I do have a buddy of mine. He actually does Diablo 4. He does seasonal all the time. There is a date when this ends. Yeah, as far as getting all the stuff. So whatever I don't get on here, just keep in mind where I can always continue on later on my non-seasonal version. Getting armor for the right set is important.
Worry not. My true form awaits through this entrance. Behold, I am Hadriel of the high heavens. Are you not aware? Asmodan and his vile brethren have invaded your world. I journeyed in secret after sensing his presence. The high heavens have forbidden any interference with Sanctuary. For what is justice if not a touch of defiance? As for Asmodan, Belial, Juriel, and Endial, they must be quelled before they consume the world itself. The high heavens will know if my power is solely gifted. Though they won't know if I use divine light to sanctify the mantle that shields you. You may use my blessing and this forge. Use it to imbue the power of heaven into your equipment. Wanderer, I will stay long enough to ensure you vanquish the lesser evils. Return to me if you are in need of counsel.
So I said, you can do this to sanctify, purify. You hit that in there, hit it, accept, boom. And it gives a sanctum and it adds a certain thing. Put that there for now. Okay, never mind. What was that? Okay, the only thing that's green is the tap per second and damage over time. Everything else is minus. Okay. Okay, as you see on the right side of this screen, I have to defeat Duriel in the Helltide, defeat Andariel in the Undercity, Asmodan, and Belial. Just me. See here. That was already dealt with since it's original. Now, these are all the ranks of what you gotta do. I'm not too much worried about ranks at all. That's just part of the seasonal thing. Yes, you get rewards on what you do. As far as what I'm working on is take this from the beginning. Okay. Yeah, right. So yes, and this is way much more different than what it used to do. Here is your Crash Bazaar. Professor Patron. Ooh, looks like they got some stuff in here. Also, we do need to see when this ends, actually. Let's see. Okay, so season ends in 32 days left. I'll do my best to complete it, but if not, then I will see what it shows on next season and try to do another wizard or whatnot. Like I said, I got a wizard on my character, in non-seasonal, but I'm trying to improve on my wizard. If you don't want me doing seasonal anymore after this, just let me know, and want to see what I do have on my non-seasonal characters, just let me know. I'll be happy to do so. So yes, this is my clan right here. Probably you're gonna be listening to search us. Okay, there. Huh. There's been a lot of changes to this deer directly. Like I said, it's been since a ton. It's been such a long time, so so I'm the only one. Sony, which is strange. I think everyone just decided to be deserted or something. I don't know. Beats me. Used to have it. Now here's the guys that are on. Look at him, he's doing that. Sorceress. Yes, that's actually the max Paragon. You can only go up to 300, sadly. And these are all the people that follow me. Okay. Alright, let's get started. I don't want that. Okay, health touch here. Normally I could just teleport. Oh, that looks freaking cool. I like how I have that. Who could it be? Yes, I'm eating ramen noodles. Yummy. Hang on, I do want to. Okay, I need one more luck spin. see, got two. There's a certain photo to look at. I don't remember what. Bear with me here. Like I said before, when it comes to builds, there's a certain way on my builds that I run with. Let's see here. This. There's one deal from my build from Maple Products, I'm running with, which is my Frozen Orbit build. Okay, let me just go to my skills selection, just to start off. Okay. So the first one is that. Okay, one of that. Alright, let's go down here. And that. Then we'll max that up to 5. And then go to here, and then go to there. And then we will get this one maxed up to 3. And then we'll look on the other stuff. So. Oh, pick this. Hang on. Okay, so basically this. Wrong button. Oh, cool now. It used to be different, so. There we go. That's also over, sorry. Okay. That's. I'm usually pretty well with square being the frozen orbs. For now, I will wait these or stuff, so. And yes, be advised, these guys will do a non-spawn on you, so you don't stop. Gotta quit. Alright. Okay. There we go. And just looking at the sense of getting another level. Each one I'm gonna do on the current situations. Got these down here. Familiar, your Hydras. Right here, you got your Fireball meter actually. Firewall. Blizzard. Hurricane, lightning. Then you got all that, and then here's your permanent stuff. So it will come in due time. Like I said, I'm not gonna move here until I work on this area. I got maxed this out to 5, and then hit there, and this to 3. So it will take time. Let me see. Interesting. Oh, that's what I was thinking. So be advised, there is a worm that does pop out of the ground and erupts enemies, so that can knock you off for a little bit. Be advised on that. That's not talking. Okay.
It's locked.
So in order to summon it, you gotta get interesting. So they make it interesting. They do indeed. Ooh, check it. Get your booty over here. Man, Golem disappeared. Do keep in mind, there are curveballs. You will see a lot of players in here. There's one, okay, I do need to deal with that here in a minute. That one. Let's see. That one has better toughness. Okay, chest armor. Oh shit. Toughness is 53. I'll spit that. Okay. I guess that's just the whole thing it does on its own now. Beats me or something anyway. Yeah. Zombify. Stay down. Just back up, folks. Also, there was a few things that they did add. Whether it was eternal or not, I will show you here in a minute. Ooh. I don't mind running Helltides because it's nice. Ooh, 5. Yay. I know what it does. Okay. No, that white dot's where our player's at. Interesting. Let's see, who do we got besides those gooners? Breach of the Sin. Yeah, some of these I cannot touch until I'm at a higher level. Yeah, like him. It's kind of odd. So, there's so much, tons of things you gotta do on seasonal. And there's just sometimes I just prefer not to do seasonal. There's just there's so much you gotta do with seasonal, it's unbelievable. As I said. I know there's a ton of people who actually love seasonal, who enjoy every single day they try for seasonal do. So that's okay. That everyone has what they want to do and what they like. Let's go back to... Yeah, so with this part, it's really tiny to... Playing by yourself isn't that bad, but... Oh yeah, sure, stop in the middle of that. They could just walk away. One thing you gotta remember when you die in the Helltide, the higher the number of those orbs on those little fire things that you collect, like start since I got 34, the higher you go, the more armies are gonna be launched upon you, so be warned. Yes, this is the call of the Paladins, which I'm not into. Okay, so one of the cool things, which now that I'm here, I could be able to teleport where I need to go to. Okay, where is it? Oh, that. So, one thing about here that I do like is your blacksmithing, where you can temper your armor. Before, it was really tense. Like, it was a random selection on if you were gonna get what you were after or not. But now it's freaking cool. Now you can actually select the one you want, and then so it's like, okay, I want that, and then this critical strike damage, this armor, this, that. Each one, like your movement speed, do that. You get to select it. Before, you couldn't do that. It was between, I'm going to mess with this. For example, I'm going to do this one too. You see, the last problem we had before, and I can explain this one. So, Season 10, it was bad. In Season 9, it was bad. Now, as far as certain situations goes, as far as seasonal, for people who loved it, I have nothing against it. And I'm not shaming anybody, because it's not what I'm doing. The reason why I say it was bad is because these select choices right here were different. And it was more as considered into scrolls. Each scroll, for example, you had your offensive scrolls, legendary, then you had like say, you had 4 or 5 in one selection, and it would be like, say, you pick one for damage, it gives you this one, this one, this one, and this one on one deal. Then the next deal, and so on. They do 4 or 3. You gotta watch those, because before you had to select which one for your build, for your weapon, and it would randomly pick it. It'd be a choosing, rather, you're gonna get either, okay, first time you do it, it could give you critical strike, vulnerable, overpower, or ultimate damage. Those were the 4 in one selection. Each area had its own selection. I hated it. I really did not like it. That was something that didn't do too well when they did it. I hated it, and I did not like it. I didn't approve it. Now, don't get me wrong, on Eternal, it did it for both Eternal and Seasonal, so we only had what we had, so we got ran. One thing I do like now is you can come in here and choose which one you want for that weapon or shield or armor or jewelry or anything like that, and you select it. And then it'll give you a certain percentage. Like you get a max roll or you get a smaller roll. It will choose the percentage. But you'll get, like say, okay, you get to pick critical strike damage. But it'll come out either max roll or not. That's how it is now. And I love it now. I actually researched and watched the season one of my guys did talk about. He did his stuff. So before, trust me, it was bad because half the time, like for example, when I was doing my damage flash for legendary on my, especially for Frozen Orbit, some of those you had to have critical strike damage, and then the other one was you had critical strike damage, and then you had another type of damage. I just striped it out. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, you had to get critical strike damage, and it was one of the scrolls for a either weapon or something. I was after the critical strike damage, but every time I did, I had the right armor. Everything matched according to what it gave me on from the build of what it was telling me, what the stats had to say. It was matching according to the build description to what for the build was recommended. But here's catch. When I went out to deal, you only get it a certain amount of times. If normal version, that's not greater aspect, you usually get 4 chances. Then at the first time, you only have 4 chances. If you didn't get the right one you need within that 4 times on 2 of the temperance for those either armor or weapon, you had to find another armor and redo it, which was a pain in the rear. But before, all the stats were given out proper according to what they did, and you were able to find. So it wasn't much of an issue. The only drawback is they were random, and it would most of the times, half the time I tried to do it, it would either throw me this one, or ultimate. Most of the times it's either between these two, and that's where it was glitching stuck into. It was stuck between these two, and it wouldn't give me critical strike damage. Oh, critical strike chance is the other one. I figured out what it was. Critical strike chance is the other. You got critical strike chance and damage. But, yes, some of them require critical strike damage and chances. Percentage. But yeah, it was throwing me either these two. Every single time I did my tempering. The last 2 seasons it did it, just either these two. It took me, I ended up getting 1 or 2 greater aspect of the, we usually start out, and me and my brother who usually runs this game together, but you gotta find anyone who wants to play with me on this game, is more down for it, whether it's seasonal or not. I prefer non-seasonal, but if you do a lot of seasonals and you want to run seasonal, that's fine, but I'm running with Wizard, because I need to find a good, strong, great Wizard to do Eternal, because eventually I'll have to, I'll show you my Druid eventually. Right now I'm working on the Wizard of what I'm doing for right now, but eventually I will show you guys the Druid. But yeah, it was irritating because it would throw me that or that most of the time on me, and I never could get that. I was only on the luck whim to get that to what I needed. How many weapons and armor did I go through just to get it, to give me what it needed to give me? A ton. And it was annoying. So, yeah, I'm actually glad that you're able to now pick which one you want, and it'll just give you the percentage. I'm thankful. Thank you, Blizzard, for allowing us to do that. Thank you so much, and please keep it this way, because it makes it so much more easier to do it. It's a struggle and a hassle doing the way how you had it before. It was bad enough. Rather a season or not, I'll guarantee you. But yes, there's were times where I would get more luck than my brother would. Which he no longer plays the game with me anymore, so it's a long story and I don't want to talk about that. Let's see. Let's go to here. So yes, every hometown portal you go to will always have one of those. These are also part of the season. So once the season ends, this ends, and so is the other one. As far as the deals. So once the season's done, this disappears, and the other one. But yeah, so on and so forth. There was one time they actually did to where they actually made it to where like you had to have everything done, but it was like a waste of chances because even if you got your character where you need to be, you had to refine all your armor. It became legacy. For years and time when this game came out, they had, if you did seasonal, your armor went to legacy when it went to eternal. But most who love seasonal really don't really partake in for eternal version. They love seasonal. They like doing seasonal, and everyone has their favorites. Everyone's different. There's people who love seasonal, and there's people who love eternal. We're all different. I don't mind running seasonal if I have people who know seasonal well enough. But okay, corrupt kid. Okay, so see, that's one thing I don't want to do. You have to do certain things to some of these guys, which is kinda, to my thing, is like a pointless to me. But I know there's a lot who think otherwise, so that's just my theory opinion. So I just do your things. Oh, let's see here. Most of those I have to have a lot of things, so all I'm doing is just between battling and leveling up. I will do somewhat for a certain time. I do have to go to bed soon because I got a long day tomorrow. I gotta drive an hour and a half to my boss's house because she's got stuff I need to haul and do work for her. So I'll be leaving tomorrow around 2, 3. And if everyone's commenting down here, then I'll hear it and understand it, but apparently it's just coming on my cell phone. To keep in mind, I like the Apple 3. I like the Apple 3, I like the Apple 2. Just if it farms, I don't mind doing Diablo 4. If you got people who actually like to play with me, get serious on, like, hey, let's do this, let's go for a build, let's go for this, let's help each other. I will help you make a build to get the armor you need. Ignore that. That was one of my deals. I was sitting on my side, my resting arm of the chair recliner. So, they don't mind paying attention to that. I am a person who likes helping people. Rather it's on Diablo 4, Eternal on Seasonal. Seasonal, I don't really have good intention on that much. Like I said, every season is different. This season could be different compared to next season. But also just keep in mind, if you guys want me to do a paladin, I will not say no. However, someone's gonna have to buy me the Vessel of Hatred pack for $60 from my Sony. That's the only way I'm gonna do paladins, because I got way more other important things to deal with right now than do that. So I'm sorry. Dealing with bills and whatnot are way more important to me than other stuff. If I had the money to do it down the road, when I have a free chance, I might. But it depends on what comes down my way, because I may not be able to until, who knows. I got a new game I'm looking at playing, which is Code Vein 2. So I gotta get that game too. So there's a few games on my list that I gotta get, but I got other stuff that comes forward. I already talked to certain people, and I will be streaming that too whenever I get it. So, but no, Diablo 4 is pretty cool. I don't mind Diablo 4 though; it's a pretty cool game. I love it. It was the more correct term. Sometimes it's good to start small, build your way up. As I said, if you got friends that like playing this game with you, you're in the good. If you don't, it's good to find friends who do. Doing this by yourself is impossible, because I've seen people who will run a full seasonal like it's nothing, and then turn around and just get normal build, start, everything else. Starting is the hard part. Once you get yourself moving and going and get decent armor, it will. It helps. So just keep that in mind. Also doing that, and also that's one thing about the divine favors. That's one thing I do love about seasonal, is that seasonal, before there were certain things you gotta do. Like I do need to get to that and get that done. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just, let's just go ahead and mark it, and then I will head that way and help aid the paladins get that done out of my way. Yes, I will probably stream tomorrow. I usually do it at nighttime, no offense, because one, my parents usually stay up until about like 8 or 9 o'clock. My stepdad's got cancer, it's just at the beginning, so watching him very carefully, because if it comes to where I got to take him to the emergency room, I will. Family's more important to me, but I do the best I can to take good care of it.
Cheers for that. I'm just midnight. You free to aid me?
Ooh, another wizard. Let's see here. There is where you can mark favorites on here. Eventually, I don't get me wrong, I do want to get Vessel Hatred, because I do want to beat Diablo, because you do defeat him, and I haven't got to that point. So eventually, I will stream from very, very beginning of the campaign, all the way up to here, to the Vessel Hatred, because you got the normal round, Vessel Hatred, and then Diablo Hatred, Lord of Hatred. Sorry, correct term, Lord of Hatred. Just kind of cool. Let's see here. Let's see, where's that? Look at that. Usually they mark them, but the only spot I know about. Oh, wait. I don't always have to go to Geek Cool. I forgot it's in here. Like I said, once I get started, it's not that bad. See, this is what I'm talking about. This right here. This is what I love doing. So for your seasonals, every time you do something, there's the ranks. Each seasonal you run, which I love running. If I want to get into doing seasonal, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I got a buddy of mine that actually runs seasonal, so I'm happy to do so. I don't really... Now, as far as the other extra stuff, I'm not too much into, but in order to get everything for it, for the build, I gotta run it until the season ends. Once the season ends, everything transfers to Eternal, and then I'll be able to continue from there, and that's when it gets really good. Really lovely, and I enjoy that so much. So anyway, so these are the stuff. Usually you get, these are goodies. Comes with armor, weapons, anything. These are your legendary versions. Now this is your mythic. And those come from Uber bosses. Now each one, if I want to say I could do another wizard, another one of those, I could pick so many characters and the same one too. I could pick 4 wizards and just run this and rank this sucker up to its end and get tier 20 and get the Resonant Spark to where I can get my armor. Pretty cool. It does give you a Resonant Spark to get your armor from the purple Uber armor. I'll show you in a minute. If you don't know, not every one, I will say, for your build. You can choose rather if you want mythic type armor, depending on your build, requires certain circumstances. I will show you where to locate that. Each character can possess certain armor types for Ubers. Yes, you also, just to give you a heads up, you do have Tyra's Might and Ring of Starry Skies. That is in there. I do like Tyra's Might because one, if you take damage and you die, you don't have to repair. Hardly. That's right. Where do I look at that? Oh, that's right. Duh. Now, technically, I gotta see if it's still here. It used to be before. It used to be before. Right there. Okay, so they don't have it in here anymore. They actually removed it. So basically, before this season came, you were able to, like, every 2 Resonant Sparks, you get a random Uber item from the blacksmith. But it costed a lot of money to do it. So they actually removed it. There was probably a ton of complaints about it. I really don't have much in the issue, but there was that much. Let's see if they got it to here. Normally, you get your Ubers from here. I have to see. It's somewhere, because usually it's your jeweler that gives it.
Dark days upon us. You need anything else?
That fell. Wow. Okay. I did not know that. Honestly, I didn't. That's kind of cool. I do need to keep my voice down. Let's see here. Okay, so this is a fun game. Heck, say one thing, it's actually fun when you play with friends. Also, this one you can shop.
Salutations, one.
Let's just take a look
Come
at what you
and
can shop
don
right
the
now.
mantle of history's champion. Let us
So,
consider the cards once
yes,
more.
these are the expansion. Now, if I wanted to get say if I wanted to get which this is the Sony version of the add-on for Diablo 4. That's the deluxe. Deluxe, you get the High Heavens armor disc bundle, Basilisk supports all class, pet, and then Battle Pass. I actually like this, the Ultimate Edition, because it depends. If you don't like having all that kind of stuff, then that's up to you. Yes, the basket is like a T-Rex little creature. That looks kind of cool to ride. I'm not gonna lie. One of these days, and that's how much it's gonna cost me. It's gonna cost me $89. Technically, in total of $90 in cash in my pocket to cover this, because they'll give me this, this. I gotta see what that. Oh, that's so cute. You know that looks like a raptor. They took a raptor dinosaur and added it to here. But they did some modifications and whatnot, made it flammable, like a demon. Would you? Oh. Just looking at that looks really cool. Like I said, eventually I will get it. Right now, I guess that I don't have the money to, so I got a lot of other stuff going on. Ultimate Edition. Oh, that's just what was. That's Battle Pass. Oh, that's so cool. Wicked. Oh, just look at that, my character. Half light and half dark. Oh, that's sick. That is sick. And when I mean sick, so basically in the terms, if you don't understand, just so you know, if I say, hey, this looks sick, it means it looks epically cool. That there are certain terms on when they say something that looks cool, they say, man, that looks sick. Because it looks cool. You gotta admit that. That looks great. That looks epic. Okay, that's new. That one. That's freaking cool. There's a little halo behind your character. I'm not gonna lie. I want you that one. Oh, the High Heavens Gate Intro Portal. Oh, I can't deny that. And then 3,000 platinum points. I got total 230 right now. Like I said, if I didn't want any of that, I'll just go to here and just purchase the $39.99 and just minus all that stuff. Right now it's in pre-order right now. It will, and it's only February, so I still got plenty of time. I got plenty of time to have the money for that. It's only February going March. So I still got time. So don't worry. I plan on getting that.
Welcome back.
There's all your deals. That's the highest. And 18.50 for 150 bucks. Yeah, no, sorry. Okay. Huh. Okay, there's that. Do. Huh. Okay, that's cool. Cosmetics. Here we go. You keep an eye out. Once in a while, you will get free gifts. So.
It calls to you.
Well, thank you. I know it calls to me. I can resist. I have to do that sometimes. Now, anything else, like, see, there's what it gives you, like, recommended for you. See, like, there's your armor. That's one of your pets. A kitty pussycat. I like to call it pussycats. But regular terms is kitty. And then you got that, your goat with red eyes. Your tree. Odd. Your mount. For your pet, or basically these are your mounts for like the horses or kitties or the stuff that you're gonna ride, like you see me riding around. Actually one of the equipment, and dude, I can't deny that looks sick, but that's for a necromancer. Now there's your Lunar Awakening. It's okay, don't get me wrong. The Lunar Awakening's not that bad. Which, yes, it's a semblance of the Chinese dragon, or Japan or Chinese, I don't remember which. I think the Lunar Awakening's like Japan. I think they're Japanese stuff, I don't remember. You wanna correct me on that one, go for it. There's your paladins. There's your spiritborns. Even that looks epic. There's your weapons of the Hydras. That. Fire Demon. That one, the Amethyst style. Barbarians. Druids. Oh, good grief. Then all the other stuff. Your necromancers, your rogues. It depends on your character, like heck. Doesn't he look like Ghost Rider, if you ask me, for the necro? In reality, he looks like a Ghost Rider type. Literally. That almost looks like a Skeleton King, if you ask me. Now that, no clue. Almost like the Headless Horseman, if you ask me. Scarecrow version, but with the pumpkin right there, it looks like it has Headless Horseman, but in my theories, it's kind of cool in my theory. So yes, just keep in mind, each one has their own prices. Right there on the bottom it says 2.8. That's how much it costs you for certain ones. Some of them require higher. Like that one. That one's 2.6. 1,500. 2,800. Most of them are all 2,800s. That's a 2,000. These are 2,000. So it just depends. And they do refresh for 15 hours or 49 minutes. They do refresh a lot. So, you got your special offers, you got this, and then your platinum per your silver, and then your expansion. So don't be afraid. Like I said, I will keep doing more seasonals if my wizard comes by, because I think I can really run it and do a really good one. Now, if you don't want me to do a next season stream, as I said before, this season ends. There you go. Unclaimed season ranks rewards will be lost at the end of the season. The season will end at 32 days. So I got 32 days to get whatever I can, and then it'll be transferred to Eternal. If you still want me to run with that, once I get done from seasonal and finish up on Eternal and see how really cool this is going to be at the future run, I can. That's not a problem because it's more easier to run. The reasons why I say Eternal is more easier to run, and I'll explain. So, between Season and Eternal, you still got to do your armor, your level up as usual, your Paragon. You still got your skills, you gotta do your points on your Paragon of 60. Yes, you still have your mercenaries, so that's right there, whether it's Eternal or not. As far as that goes. As far as, and I keep hearing a dinging on my headset, so probably telling me it's a little battery. Shouldn't be, but it's weird. Never know. Drives me nuts sometimes. Anyway, you got these on the Eternal. Whether you do seasonal or Eternal, you got these. The only thing you don't have on Eternal is seasonal special, like your Divine Gifts. That's seasonal only. And the deal with the Archangel. That's seasonal only. As far as your Paragon, your builds, your glyphs, your armor and jewelry, tempering, your other stuff that you gotta do for your character to make him powerful, then that's all good. Ever since they redid season and redid a lot to this game, I'm glad. I'm really, really satisfied and happy they did your temper, especially your tempering. In season 7 you had the hordes, and they were a tough little buddy. They held tight hordes. They weren't too bad as far as mine goes with knowledge. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool. Your hordes, you had horde 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The 7th one was really tense, but the hardest out of all of them was 8. And trust me, as much as I wanted to do season, other stuff on my season that's good, rather it was or wasn't, depends. Why it keeps digging on me, I'm not sure why. Which one was mine? Oh. So there you go. really weird. Oh, there you go. Sorry, I've been wondering why it was being a little weird and wasn't going up, but it takes a while, so I'm sorry about that. Which done? Still want to see me continue on this, or if you want me to try my non-seasonal wizard, that's fine. If you want me to continue on this character, that's good. Just that season, see how the character. Because on our character, I've got to. But just saying no more. I fell asleep. So right now I can't move my toes. They're numbed out. I can move my legs. I do need more armor, so that one. There we go. I don't like the poison of what the goons got. I also do Twitch as well. I've run by let's see what these got. Yeah, that's your you get a lot. I still remember when me and my brother were doing it, he would get more wormies than me. It was hilarious. At the time where I was going, he was getting the worms. And I wasn't. I don't know why, but it just was. So 16 spots indoors. Ooh, level up to level 8. Because it does and where do you come from? Why? I hate those suckers. Man, not that bad. Ooh, now that one. Your dungeons. Once they start getting overwhelmed, it's when I break away and run to a certain distance. That guy's a barbarian. They're durable. And he is a sucker. Now he is an uber fighter. He can fight to get a uber item.
Onslaught.
Oh, I know how it's the Trothon. I know it. That's one thing that really drives me nuts is... Okay, so that's good. And one thing I do like about with playing this game is you do run into tons of people. So rather if you don't have friends that join you in this battle, don't worry, don't freak out. You will eventually run the randoms in here and they will help you. That's pretty cool. And the Hell Tides, one thing I do like is the Hell Tides does level up your stuff, so it's kind of cool. Oh, let's see here. There we go. Next level, that one. And then all the way down to here. If I play my wizard and I continue on the Hell Tides to get this up to here, that'll be awesome. That'll literally be awesome. Not impossible. I may not be able to get everything done this character before it's over with. But the Resonant Spark, that I do want to have. There was a person that gives you the Uber.
The wonders of Sanctuary at your fingertips.
I don't
may
remember
help
who
you.
gave it to you, and I don't remember now. Because your jeweler is the person you usually get your by your Uber. Actually no. No, I know where you go and get them at. Give it a minute. One person I know of, usually, originally, if they moved it, now if they did to where you can no longer get mythics, then usually they had it here at the occultist sometimes. But not all the time. Okay. I'll have to talk to one of my buddies that I watch on YouTube and get with them final saying, hey, did they fully remove all the Uber items? Because if so, then how do you obtain them and where? Because it's been a long time since this game. It's been since season 8. I didn't really touch 9 or 10 the last 2 seasons. So, and hardly much of this season either, so. It's like it was my kneecap. So I gotta get with one of my YouTube streamers. He knows he plays these games all the time, does seasonal, so I'll have to get with him a month and ask him, because usually you're able to purchase and do a Uber. But since your Uber's
Come back and see us.
Uber armor is gone here, unless they removed it. If they removed it, then I don't know what to do. So, because I'm used to, because see, it says select a legendary or mythic, or improve the quality up. So you can get your Uber items, but There is, unless they have it to where you got to do what I think you do, then that's not a problem. Ooh, amulet. Do that one. 6 right there. Let's do that one. That one's higher. Let's do boots. Let's do that one. That one's 76 armor. And your maximum life. Let's do that instead. No helmet. Let's get that in there. Let's see here. Okay, that one's good. Okay. See, that one's there. Oh, hatch it. If there's that, that'll be good. Okay. Ooh, bar levels. There. Okay, that way this area is all done for skills. Now I work on this selection next. Because then it goes to here. All the way down to here. Yeah, it's just my skills. Once I get the Paragon level, that's where it takes a lot of time to build your Paragon board. Because it's about points, and it takes time. Depending the build determines on how much total you need to have. And it gets really somewhat to a point annoying. What's our next thing I should correctly term? Yeah. Like I said, I'll talk to the guy, because the only way I know, unless they have it to where you got to do the Uber items and get the armor, I think they have it that says that. There's your Infernal Hordes, which I am not running that. The last time I ran that was not good, but that was when the Hordes were actually running. Actually, no, these are different. There was one of them, and I don't remember. No, your strongholds. Yeah, the Hordes are different. The Hordes, yeah, I remember them. They weren't very pleasant to do. So, you know what? I'll just wait later. I'm almost done. The Helltide that defeated him, and Dario, Undercities, and each one you gotta summon them, so it's kinda annoying. There's your season stuff. Now, if I wanted to do the campaign, which it only shows you two, even, I guess they made it to where on here that even if you wanted to do like your campaign, it basically in seasonal, it won't let you do it no matter what you do. So it's really weird, but I guess they have seasonal set up as a whole different thing to where you don't need to run seasonal at the campaign at all. If you do Eternal, that's a different story. Eternal, yes, you will run the campaign. Rather, it's Vessel of Hatred, Lord of Hatred, which is next DLC, and then the original. Which, if you want to see me run the original, that's fine. but I'd have to redo another character on Eternal for that. And the story campaign gets really tense. Really tense. Vessel Hatred's not too bad, but still. You're gonna get used to these two, so. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Like I said, if you want me to see me continue this game and stream it, I will. If you want to see my non-Cecil wizard and everything else, I just work on her and just redo my armor and redo my stats and build, redo a little bit more where I have an actual way of showing you guys more on the build and how to do it properly. I can do that instead if you want me to. I have no problem with that. I think that sounds like more of a better idea to do. That way you get the gesture of what you're doing instead just, like, if you just don't mind watching me watch this, it's good. But if you want to learn on it, I will have a stream going to builds and Paragon for the wizard. I will do that on my non-seasonal because I need to refresh my wizard character anyways, and I gotta run my wizard to do it. So, but anyway, I hope y'all have a good one, and I got a few people I gotta talk to before I go to bed because I'll be going to bed around 11:30. But I got some my friends that want to talk to me here in a little bit because some of them's already messaged me and want to talk to me, so I will go and talk to them then. But I hope y'all like this chat. I hope you love this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, comment down below and what's your theory and thinking of my stream. If you want to see me run my wizard on my non-seasonal and show you the build properly and everything else, I will. Let me know. I'll be happy to. If there's a game that I have, comment down below, let me know. Anyway, y'all have a good one, and I hope everyone has a great day, and thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.